Hello, and thank you for listening to this Ringside Report Network podcast today. You can find more in-depth, exclusive written content on our website at ringsidereport.net. Before I hand it off to Dave and the team, I want to remind you that we are a listener-supported creator team. On our website, we would appreciate it if you supported our sponsors or purchased our exclusive merch. Branded clothing, mugs, and even jiu-jitsu gear, which are available only in our store. You can become a recurring supporter of our content at membership.ringsidereport.net. This, along with all our podcasts, is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon, iHeart, and TuneIn, wherever you get your podcasts. It would help us immensely if you left a positive review on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Thank you for your support and enjoy the show.
I don't know. He's got a bicycle. Hey, we're live. It's Wrestling Uncensored. Are you ready? We're watching SmackDown. We got new tag team champions. WrestleMania is 5 weeks away. Things are happening. Let's talk wrestling. I don't know. Yeah.
You want to play 21?
You want to play 21?
I've been living in the danger zone. Jesus!
Give me move over a bit, I guess. Maybe I should move over a bit too. We should all move over a bit. Something happened.
But let me tell
We
you
were
again
good. We were good before.
Scooching.
Oh, more.
Little
Do
more?
it further, more.
Right.
Yeah, more. We were good
Am I
before.
stuck?
Something happened.
The chair might be a little stuck.
Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck.
All right, how about this?
Okay, now I feel better. I feel more comfortable. Okay.
All right.
How are we?
We are live. We're live, pal.
Is this good? Are we good? Yeah, look that way.
Yeah. Well, my leg is. Oh my God! It's got.
He's messed up. Things are wrong.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, what happened? We were good before. We checked before and we were good, and now like everything changes.
Oh, didn't think I would make that one.
How you feeling? You comfortable?
Still a little flexible. Oh, okay.
How you feeling?
All right.
Wow. All right.
Hello, everybody. Y'all
So
heard
we're
me
doing
grunt
we're
there.
doing gymnastics before the show, just to get warmed
a
up.
little stretches.
It's part of it. It's
Yeah.
part of the experience.
Professionals.
I got this guy here with me. I don't have
Hey.
Johnny North with me, and I don't know where Johnny is.
He's in parts unknown.
It's not that there's something wrong with Johnny, is that he's not on the show. And I'm going to read you the direct quote from Johnny,
Oh.
okay, that he sent to me yesterday. He says, confirmed not on the show tomorrow, but keep it under wraps until tomorrow. You'll see.
You'll see.
And I never saw.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I haven't
Is he
seen.
on SmackDown?
Well, no, I don't think so. Like Johnny
It sounds like like he's secretly on SmackDown.
Well, that's it. Johnny is not only a great podcaster, but he's also a great wrestler. So when he says he's not going to be on the show, I go, okay. And then he goes, you'll see. I'm like, well, what does that mean? You'll see.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know. And then I texted him
cryptic.
tonight. I was like, well, so you're not on the show tonight or what? I don't understand. What's the deal? Because I didn't see anything. I texted him, so you're not on the show tonight? And then he never texted me back. Well, this is
So mysterious.
It's only like an hour or two ago I texted him. But still, it's weird because John is normally pretty forthcoming with information to me.
That is true.
He doesn't usually kayfabe me. Like sometimes he won't reveal things on the show, but to me, like off air, he'll tell me. So I don't know what's going on with Johnny. So I guess maybe we'll see. Maybe he'll be on SmackDown. Maybe he'll be on Collision tomorrow. Who knows?
Oh my goodness. Where are they broadcasting out of?
No, because Collision already recorded in Fresno on Wednesday.
That's true.
So they're in Fresno tomorrow, again, taped. Carmelo Hayes just beat Ilya Dragunov to retain the U.S. title on SmackDown, another match that they had. Always have good matches. It's just,
That's it.
it's a good match for the crowd because, in person it's definitely fun to see. It's a good wrestling contest. But they do it time and time again on TV, and you kind of lose interest. Dragunov looks like he's crying after losing the match.
Yet again.
Yeah. It was what it was. It's hard to say it was their best match or one.
Yeah,
it's hard to rank
they
them.
Hit each other. Their chests got a little redder,
Dragunov's mouth was bleeding.
Yeah.
It was okay.
falls.
Like, it was okay, but it wasn't. it's just hard to get really invested in because they've done it so many times, and it's just what.
Yeah, and there's not much else to these guys, so it's just like, well, it was fine for what it is, but a little forgettable in the same way.
Well, it's like when you see, Carmelo Hayes going to the ring. Well, what's happening? And then he's wrestling Ilya Dragunov. You're like, why again? What is this again?
Didn't I just see this?
Yeah. So it's a little weird, a little annoying, but hey, they did it.
And now Jelly Roll.
Now Jelly Roll is backstage. He's going to be called out by Kit Wilson tonight for some reason. Maybe something heading to WrestleMania. We've seen some good Kit Wilson, good Danhausen stuff tonight. A little Danhausen backstage promos with Kit Wilson and The Miz. Danhausen's been fun. I liked when he said, when Miz is like, we don't want you around, and he's like, all right, I don't care. Stay cursed. I don't care. And he just walks away. I don't care. Stay cursed. That's what you want.
Candice LeRae gave him $20.
Yes.
To try and bring Johnny out of his funk, and he just was left. He's like, hey, $20
he just took the money
Thank
and
you.
Ran. Yes. Maybe he'll help Johnny.
Maybe.
Randy Orton now talking to Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll disappointed in Randy. Randy talking about the voices tonight. He hears voices.
They're really leading into that.
Like, at first it was just part of his theme song, and then he was like, let me make it part of my gimmick.
Yeah.
And now it's just part of his gimmick. And he talked about how the fans loved him and how he was nice to the fans, but he doesn't really need it because he's a heel. And the voices in his head have told him he's going to beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And the fans popped.
I mean,
the fans were cheering Randy the whole time. I think they were trying to get people to not like Randy. I think Jelly Roll here now is telling Randy, stop being a bad guy. Stop doing those things to Cody Rhodes. Be a good guy. But it's,
it's weak.
The fans don't care. The fans just like Randy, and they're going to cheer Randy. And I feel like the more they do this with Randy, the more fans are going to reject it and keep cheering Randy and possibly start booing Cody in larger numbers.
Big way, yeah. If this is a big good versus evil kind of thing. Because Randy, he'll always have the goodwill of the crowd no matter kind of what side of the fence he's on because he's the Viper. They've already built up, the fact that he'll RKO everybody. So if he's saying I don't like you guys and I'm going to be a heel, people are like, okay, sure, we can accept that. We love you, Randy. It's different than other wrestlers because they've already just built up how the audience is supposed to perceive him. So they're saying, no, you should boo this all of a sudden. We're like, well, no.
No, this is what Randy does.
Yeah.
Why would we boo Randy for RKOing people and attacking people out of nowhere? This is kind of it's kind of what he's known to do and what he's loved for, which is turning on people and beating the hell out of them, and that's what he did to Cody.
And now it suddenly is despicable.
Yeah.
Unimaginable.
He's
not even punting people.
What did he do last week? He beat up Cody. Yeah. That's cool. Could Cody stop him? No. Okay, well, who looks cool in that situation? Randy. Yeah. And
Cody's dressed like a businessman.
They got to stop doing this.
So it's
they got to stop doing this thing too, where they turn people heel, and the heel just beats the hell out of a babyface. It's well, you just made them look so cool and strong right off the bat that people if you're already a babyface, and then you attack another babyface, and you look really strong doing it. Are people supposed to then hate you for it? Or just keep cheering you because you're a babyface who went over strong?
Yeah.
I think the WWE is trying to do a heel turn with Randy, but it doesn't seem to be working. But maybe they'll just abandon it and go heel on Cody, but I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, because he's got to do... Randy has to kick Brandy Rhodes in the head, I think, for the fans to boo him. I think he's got to do something like that. Just awful.
Which is
probably not going to happen at this stage of his career, how he, when he kicks Stephanie, for example.
If he RKO'd Triple H, it might be something.
Maybe, but I think fans would kind of be like, yeah!
People might.
Take that, Triple H.
Yeah. I don't even think Triple H can take that.
Yeah, I don't know if he
Like,
should.
legally, insurance-wise,
Yeah,
health-wise,
that
I don't
could
know
be
if he
a big
could.
shock to his body.
Yeah, I don't know what Randy could do to really get people to hate him.
Yeah, because just saying, like, I don't like, slapping hands with your kids is not enough anymore. It's not the 90s or,
No.
That's enough.
Yeah.
We don't like children.
It's hard because he is one of the longest tenured guys on the roster.
Yeah, too. So that's also a pop for him.
And he's like a living legend at this point. He's been around for so long, through so many generations. People are starting to turn on Cody. They're kind of getting sick of Cody. The belt always goes back to Cody, and there's no real direction with it. It's just like, well, let's put it back on Cody, which is kind of what Cena got into for a good chunk of his early run. Just kind of give him the belt and have him wrestle guys in matches that don't really matter because Cena's going to win in the end. And that's kind of the deal with Cody, and I think a lot of fans are getting tired of that, despite the fact Cody's having excellent matches.
Yeah, the quality is a lot higher.
The quality is so high. I'm so happy with Cody. I'm such a Cody fan because I've been through the Randy and Triple H and Cena eras. Roman, like all these eras, and it's like, wow, Cody is so much better than all these guys. He's the best guy that they've given the Rocket to, like they've given the brass ring to since Stone Cold.
And even then, like Stone Cold was kind of limited.
Punk and Bryan, they never really gave everything to. No. Like even when Punk was on top, Cena was still the main guy.
Yeah, Cena versus John Laurinaitis, I think.
That's
top
it.
Billing.
Like I'm talking
Punk
about
and Bryan, I think that was.
I'm talking about you can legitimately make a claim that this guy is the number one guy. Now even Cody, Roman is existing in the world. But I don't know. Roman's not there as much. He's kind of an attraction at this point. And Cody is kind of like the top guy, main guy in WWE.
He makes the towns.
So I think he's the best guy that they've done that to since Stone Cold, since The Rock. Like he's that level of quality, which is really something. Yeah. That's a long time.
They've made a lot of chicken salad with a lot of chicken.
Yeah, they've had the opportunity to make different guys their top guy, but
I don't think so, pal.
I know I've said it before on the show here, like about Cody and how great he is, but like I don't think I can say it enough because it's true, and we're living in an era that we should really be appreciative of with Cody Rhodes as the top guy, because I've lived through years of Triple H, Randy, and Cena, and Roman, and it's not been fun.
Yeah.
This is
against
way better.
Like the Great Khali.
The main
Batista.
events now. The main events are matches I want to see because I know they'll be good.
Yeah,
like I trust Cody with my wrestling, which is tremendous. I have so much respect.
Like
for him.
I remember the hype for Mania 25. We just wrote off Trips and Randy. We're just like, I'm more excited about Undertaker and Michaels. And other matches.
And Trips and Randy was terrible.
It was terrible,
and we knew it would be.
Yeah.
But Cody and Randy is going to be good.
It probably will be, yeah.
Because Cody's going to make sure that it's damn good.
He'll be bleeding.
Because I trust Cody to make sure that it's good. And that's why when fans turn on Cody, just like it was in AEW, I never really understood it in AEW. And I don't really understand it now. Yes, they go back to him. Top wrestling companies will always go back to their best guys. And Cody happens to actually be the best guy. So, I want them to go back to Cody. Yeah. They should go back to Cody. He's the best.
Yeah. That's what you do.
So, yeah, I don't get it. I never got it in AEW either. I didn't get why people turned on Cody. I always was like, wow, he's so good. Why would you turn on him?
Beef with the Cody thing was that they made it just like its own little universe, sort of is like disconnected from all the other storylines.
Yeah.
And it was all like, and like what was
the Anthony Ogogo thing really
that
hurt
was
him.
Yeah, all the USA stuff.
Because,
and he didn't really mesh with when Brandy had her Nightmare family
No,
thing.
that was her own
thing. That
thing.
was her own thing.
But people didn't like that.
Yeah, and like it was just a lot of like special attractions. It was just outside of.
But man, he was so good.
Yeah,
he was so good.
Him and Red Velvet versus Jade and Shaq.
Yeah,
Like
really fun.
And
he made that
like
happen.
He was the one carrying
Of
and
course.
like calling and everything. Like he
Yeah.
was quarterback in that thing.
I mean, him and his brother at that show.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was
Yeah.
incredible. Incredible. So, Cody, yeah, he's had some really good matches with Sammy Guevara, with MJF. Like, he had really good matches in AEW. He was a quality wrestler then, as he is now.
Forever.
So, fans, though, getting tired of him.
I guess it's just a thing fans just tend to do when you just
It's like
go back to the guy. They'll be like, oh, not him again. Why not this fresh face?
I didn't really see why people were turning on Charlotte Flair when they did, because I was like, yes.
Similar, very similar.
Yeah, it was the same thing where I go, well, yeah, of course they're going back to Charlotte. She's actually amazing. She's the best. Have you seen her? Have you seen her wrestle? Do you see the pop? Do you see the entrance? Do you see everything she does?
We need
the
to
promos?
appreciate this.
She is a living legend. What are you talking about? Why would you boo Charlotte Flair for winning the Royal Rumble? It's like, no, of course she won the Royal Rumble. She's Charlotte. She should win. So, but there are fans who they just want the new thing. They're just like, man, whatever, we've seen it, next, whatever, somebody else. And you go, okay, well, who else?
Yeah.
Who would you rather over Cody?
I guess they wanted
Randy
Drew to stay on top.
Maybe Randy for a little run, and I'm fine with that. Like, if Randy wins a title at WrestleMania, cool.
It could happen.
Fine. Hell of a run for Cody, though. Look at this run, okay? 4 straight WrestleManias.
Yeah.
He works main events against Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, The Rock and Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns again the next night, right?
Yeah, it's true. That tag team match on night 1.
Okay,
yeah.
and then he works Roman again. No, he worked Roman the first time, then he worked Rock Roman in the tag, then he worked Roman the next night, then he worked Cena the following year in Cena's last Mania ever. And this year he gets Randy Orton in one of Randy's last Mania. I mean, it may not be his last, but it's
last at the main event.
It's a big match for Randy. It's maybe Randy's last WWE title match at a WrestleMania. When's that going to happen?
Yeah.
Again? So Cody's run, he goes. He's wrestled in a 4-year span at WrestleManias. Roman Reigns twice, The Rock, John Cena, and now Randy Orton.
Pretty good.
Of course you give that to Cody. Who would you rather give that to? Drew McIntyre? You want to see Drew McIntyre wrestle Randy Orton this year at WrestleMania?
Jacob Fatu.
Why? Kit Wilson and Jelly Roll are doing a promo right now. I don't know what this is leading towards.
And I think Jelly Roll's going to punch Kit Wilson.
Is this leading towards a Jelly Roll Miz match at WrestleMania where Miz comes and helps Kit Wilson? I think Kit Wilson is just like...
He's a hired goon?
Yeah, he's a hired goon for Miz type of thing. He's just like...
Miz should be his goon.
Miz is the final boss of this situation.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Like, he's not a babyface.
I like Kit Wilson so much. He's so good.
Yeah, he's making the most with what he's given.
I like that people are finally appreciating him, too.
Yeah. Just took him long enough.
Yeah.
The theme song.
Pretty Deadly.
I wonder if the theme song changed.
I was on them so early. They were so great. Such a fun tag team.
Yes, boy! Trying stuff. Like, nobody else was trying anything. Every tag team or promo was just like
entertaining,
the same thing. But these guys were just like, "Hey,
and you know what?
Just a little different."
You know what? I said at the time, Pretty Deadly. They're the most entertaining tag team on the roster. And I remember John saying, "Well, what about this team? What about that? What about
Profits?
What about Street Profits?" And look at them now.
Yeah, oof.
Street Profits could wrestle. But they're not on the main roster right now. They're in NXT doing nothing, basically.
Montez is looking pretty out of shape.
And Kit Wilson doesn't even have his tag team partner, yet he's right now on SmackDown doing a long promo with Jelly Roll. And you know why he's doing a long promo with Jelly Roll and the Street Profits are not? Because Kit Wilson can actually cut a promo. He can talk. He's entertaining, which is what I've been saying this whole time. These guys can talk. Elton Prince, too. I wish Elton Prince wasn't hurt because
it's a real shame.
Those two together are magic. And if they were given some time and opportunity, I think a lot of wrestling fans would see that.
I think you compared them to like Edge and Christian.
A little bit. Yeah. They've got some Edge and Christian to them. It's that type of humor.
Yeah. The New Day kind of had that, too, where the audience was like, I don't get this, I don't like this. Then before too long, they were all clapping along.
Yes, and I remember thinking, when they were heels, these guys are so entertaining. I love these guys.
Oh, no.
And then eventually, other people were like, hey, these guys are really good. Same with Daniel Bryan. When he first started doing the Yes chant, I was like, yes, this is amazing. And people were like booing him, and I was like, this is great. What are you talking about? And then eventually people really like Daniel Bryan.
Oh, look at this.
Kit Wilson has attacked Jelly Roll, and now he's going to the top rope. Kit Wilson.
Yes.
Oh, some sort of spinning elbow drop on Jelly Roll.
Yes.
Kit Wilson is taking Jelly Roll down.
Yes.
The roll has fallen. He's doing the dance over the roll.
He kicked his hat.
Kicking him.
Kicked his hat.
Kicking the hat. Get out of here, Jelly Roll.
Hair.
Oh, the jelly has been squeezed from the roll.
His vest.
Oh.
They cut away.
And they cut away to a backstage with Kiana James and Giulia.
But that was amazing.
That was awesome. I thought
no Miz even.
No Miz. I thought that was gonna be Jelly Roll beating up Kit Wilson, but it was the opposite for some reason.
That's definitely the highlight of the night.
What the hell was that? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Kit Wilson.
I guess they should WrestleMania.
They had some words, and Kit Wilson just beat up Jelly Roll. And nobody came out to save him either.
I thought Jelly Roll was going to start fighting back or something, but I thought he was going to dodge that move off the top, but no.
Jelly Roll's friend was Randy Orton, right? But Randy Orton's not helping anybody now. Nobody came out to save Jelly Roll either.
No one was like, hey, this is one of our most beloved country stars.
And we didn't even have to see The Miz again. Wow. What a great segment.
And now we got Lash Legends.
Oh, my God. We've got the Irresistible Forces, the tag team champions, Nia Jax and Lash Legends, taking on the Bella Twins for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles.
There'll probably be some interference, which has been pretty common in tonight's SmackDown, you pointed out.
Mm-hmm. Obafemi, we just saw a highlight of Obafemi powerbombing Brock Lesnar. It will be Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
I'm happy.
Way better than LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight didn't make a lot of sense. Obafemi made sense. They had that square off at the Rumble. Obafemi's a big guy. Brock Lesnar's a big guy. People have got a lot of high hopes with Obafemi. I like Obafemi a lot.
He's probably going to win. I think he's gonna win.
It's the Beast.
I think Femi. That makes if he loses, then that stops his push dead. If people can always point to, well, Brock beat you and Brock's not there. Femi has to win. It almost has to
losing to Brock doesn't kill you though. Losing to Brock is everybody's scared of the Beast.
Yeah, but I think Femi needs it'd be huge. It'd be like a WrestleMania moment. It's one of the. Kind of almost like mirroring the shock of Brock beating Undertaker. It's like, look at Obafemi. He's beating Brock Lesnar.
Maybe. I'm not convinced, though.
No?
Which makes it more interesting.
All right.
I think Brock
I don't know, it feels very...
Oba just got the big power bomb in their first encounter. I think
he's got Brock's number. Like remember when Goldberg just kept whooping Brock around?
No, I think he's too young in the game, and they still have a lot to do with Brock. And I don't think they're giving Oba all that. I think they're going to give him the match. He's going to look good, but Brock is going to win in the end.
It's possible, and it's one of those good work, rookie, but you're not there yet kind of things.
Yeah, I don't think he is there yet. I wouldn't put him over Brock yet either. Because Brock, he's a high-paid attraction that you only want to have lose in really big situations. And you want to keep him strong. And Oba doesn't need to be made off a one WrestleMania match with Brock.
No. But it would be huge for his career. Going forward.
Of course, it would
be in the world title picture right away.
Yeah. But he can be a star.
If Roman Reigns wins, and like the next night Oba Femi like challenges him. You'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, then all of a sudden he's like main event right away, but I don't know if they're gonna jump him into the main event right away.
Maybe not.
I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if they did that, because they don't really do that.
No, but they got to push some of these NXT guys to be like the next guys.
Yeah.
They got to start establishing some of these guys when.
Yeah, but I just feel like Brock wouldn't do it. Like, I don't think he's gonna job to him. Like, I don't think he would say yes.
Just
yeah,
I'm not feeling that, brother.
I would. I think he'd pull one of those. Like, I'm not doing it.
He's got that kind of control.
Yes.
Still.
I mean, he can talk to Heyman, and Heyman can make things happen. Speaking of Heyman was with Brock on Monday night. Heyman came out all disheveled, looking terrible, really looking crazy bad because of the beating he took from Seth Rollins. And Heyman calls out Brock to fight his battle for him and attack Seth. But then Seth's masked, hooded goons come out, and they get suplexed around the ring by Brock Lesnar, and it was pretty nasty. Brock really didn't care about those guys at all.
They're local jobbers.
As you might expect. It was pretty entertaining. And then Seth just kind of stood in the ring, and while Oba Femi came out, and then Brock went towards Seth, and Seth just kind of ran out of the ring. Brock never made contact with Seth, never touched Seth. Seth has come back, but has yet to take a bump or be attacked in any way, which is making some people think that he's not actually medically cleared yet.
They need the star power.
But they want to start something, and like maybe he will be cleared on the road to Mania, and they want like.
Do you think he gets involved in this match?
Say they think he's going to be able to wrestle at Mania, right? But he's not medically cleared yet. They want to start the build if he can be there, and then like on the road, then they get him cleared at some point.
Who does he wrestle? Austin Theory? Because like all the divisions hurt.
Logan Paul, possibly.
Oh yeah,
again.
Logan Paul. Yeah.
I mean, Logan Paul's the biggest name that he could get from the Vision. Like Bronson Reed is hurt. Braun Breaker doesn't seem like he'll be ready. Like if he could possibly be ready for WrestleMania, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins would be the match. But they've
wrestled recently.
They had some really bad luck there with the Vision and some injuries with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker both going down.
For real.
And then Seth going down as well. Like everybody in that group got hurt. And now Seth and those guys, they might start slowly coming back, but maybe not in time for Mania. I think that they're not even sure like what they're going to do. But Logan Paul doesn't have an opponent yet for WrestleMania, and you would think they would book him.
Yeah.
And Seth doesn't have anything yet.
Yeah, it would make sense.
It's the most logical
for
one.
Seth to wrestle Logan, like he could get hurt in some way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of ironic, a group called The Vision has not had a real clear path for it from the start.
That's true. That is true. And we have this women's tag team match, the Bella Twins.
My goodness.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, boy.
When is the last time we saw the Bella Twins on SmackDown? This is crazy.
Yeah, what year is it?
Yeah, it's Nia Jax and Nikki Bella right now in the ring.
Nia Jax part of Team Bad?
Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the tag team champions, taking on the Bellas. We have new men's tag team champions. R-Truth and Damian Priest won the WWE tag team titles tonight with a win over the MFTs. It was Tama Tonga and
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, who's
JC Potatoes.
JC Potato. JC Mateo? Potato. JC Potatoes. Well, they lost. The MFTs lost the tag team titles after some interference from the Wyatt family. They were all over the ring. Uncle Howdy and all the friends. They were there, and they stole. Well, I mean, they helped R-Truth win the match.
Yeah. R-Truth got the pinfall victory.
R-Truth got the pin. Damian Priest looked shocked.
He's like, what?
He was like, I can't believe we just won the tag titles. His reaction was really good. Priest and Truth are fun together, and we were at SmackDown a couple months ago, and
Priest
got no reaction.
No, almost go away kind of feel.
And there's no direction for him. Him and Truth as a tag team is fun. Because Truth also, like, he had that whole thing where they fired him and then they brought him back, and he's been back, and he hasn't really been, like, he shaved his head and he was mean, but then he was Truth again and was like, what is going on with him? And he's been kind of directionless. So now him and Priest doing something. They've got the old Judgment Day connection. They've got that relationship together. I think it's something. I like it. I like it for both. It helps them both.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm happy because the MFTs and the Wyatts, like, trading the tag team titles, it's enough already.
It was a bore fest.
So this is a good move. I don't know what it means for WrestleMania for those tag belts. Like, Truth and Priest probably get to defend them on WrestleMania, but
maybe the SmackDown before.
Maybe the SmackDown before, because, like, if they do defend them at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah,
against who?
It's like another multi-tag.
It's
I think
like the Motor City.
Like the men's and women's tag team championships are going to be in multi-team matches.
Motor City Machine Guns beat Fraxium tonight. A lot of interference, by the way. Motor City Machine Guns beat Fraxium after Candice LeRae punched Nathan Frazier to help the Motor City Machine Guns for some reason. Like I told you before, the Wyatts interfered in that tag team title match. Aleister Black had a match with Sami Zayn that Trick Williams interfered in to help Black win. So basically every match that we've seen has had interference except for the last match with Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov where Carmelo won clean. But other than that, and now get ready for some interference here because we Charlotte. Have the Bella Twins against Nia and Lash, and Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are ringside.
Looks like business is about to pick up.
So Charlotte and Alexa want next for the tag team titles. It feels like we're going to have a multi-team match at WrestleMania for the women's tag belts. But the men's tag belts now, the Truth and Priest one, I don't know if you see them involved in like a match with the MFTs and the Wyatts. I feel like you just have a big, giant brawl type match with the MFTs versus the Wyatts, like all of them, to settle it finally at WrestleMania.
To make it a ladder match?
I don't know what you make it.
Those guys aren't really ladder match specialists.
Yeah, I don't know if you make it a ladder match. I think you make it like a not Anarchy in the Arena exactly, but that type of thing where they brawl everywhere and you have a finish in the ring. That type of thing. I always liked the Chicago street fight that LOD had against, like, it was LOD and Ahmed Johnson against the Nation of Domination.
Mania?
When they brought out the kitchen sink. Do you remember
that? Was that Mania 13?
I think so, yeah. It was just like a brawl around the ring. It was like a tornado tag, and it worked. And it was just nasty. And I think that's the type of match I'd like them to do.
Yeah, just a big car crash.
Just a big car crash around the ring. Yeah, tables just beating the hell out of each other.
Sometimes those matches wind up being some of the better matches on the card. Like you
got some big tough guys in that they can suplex.
Last year, Drew and Priest, I think they had a hardcore match. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think Jacob Fatu and Drew are going to have one of those matches this year. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre have been fighting each other. The show started with Drew attacking Jacob in the parking lot, and then Drew came out to the ring, and then Jacob came back out, and they started brawling, and they've been brawling around the arena all night. In fact, after the MFTs lost the tag belts, Solo was yelling at the group, blaming them for losing the tag team titles, saying that the WrestleMania spot is blown now, and their whole segment was interrupted by Jacob and Drew fighting again, and we haven't seen them since. I guess they're still fighting somewhere.
Drew was like gouging Jacob's eyes.
Yeah. Solo blaming the guys, and then Tama Tonga was like, you got to give the lantern back to the Wyatts. You haven't been the same. You've been acting weird. It's like the lantern's giving him powers or something.
That's so dumb.
It was weird. And then he's like, you're starting to talk like Roman, and then Solo got mad, but we didn't see the end because Jacob and Drew came, so. Yeah. Oh, Brie hitting the yes kicks on Nia Jax, and the crowd going yes, yes. Interesting.
Brie mode.
Yeah, so Truth and Priest, like maybe they have a match against Motor City Machine Guns and Fraxium, or maybe not. Like I could see them just defending it on the SmackDown before Mania.
Yeah, that's feeling a lot more likely.
Oh, Nikki Bella going to
God,
the top
Iris maneuver.
Crossbody to the outside on both of them. Nikki Bella, high risk.
They're talking because they've got their fights.
What's the main event of this show? Like, is it? It's not this. I mean, we haven't seen Cody yet, so I guess Cody will come out maybe he's selling the Randy attack.
So.
Well, it can't be this because this has another 20 minutes to go, and I'd be shocked if they went all the way to 11 with this. They're not doing another 20 with this.
Is there another match?
I don't know. We'll see. What else happened on SmackDown tonight? Zack Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
Zack Ryder was mad at Randy Orton about what he did to Cody last week, and Randy got in his face, called him a mark-ass stooge and an indie nerd, and then he attacked him. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good little moment there from Randy.
Rarely heard the
Again,
word mark.
is this supposed to make Randy a heel? Because
the fans popped.
Yeah, fans were like,
fans
ha, ha, ha,
popped.
ha, get him, Randy.
Yeah. He's using, smarky language.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So, that happened. Sami Zayn continues to be upset. Sammy's mad.
Yeah, God.
And, there's interference. Oh, and a disqualification. Nia got into Charlotte's face.
But Nikki Bella.
Oh, Nikki had
Lash
Legends in the Yes Lock.
No, it was a STF.
Oh, was it the STF? Oh, the Cena move.
Yeah.
Wow, she had her in the STF, but Charlotte then kicked Nia outside the ring, which caused a disqualification. Did the Bellas have the match won? I don't know, but now the Bellas are fighting with Charlotte. Charlotte bumped into them. Now the Bellas attacking Charlotte.
This is a match.
Here comes Alexa Bliss.
This will be a multi-tag match.
Yes, it's a lot of stars.
Yeah.
The Bella Twins, Charlotte Flair, and the rest.
The gang.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably a 3-way tag team match. Maybe you add another tag team from Raw, possibly Bayley and Lyra.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, baby.
4-way tag. We're seeing Lash and Nia take control of this brawl.
My goodness.
And drop the Bellas, Charlotte, and Bliss. As this match has gone out of control, ends in a no contest, disqualification, whatever. Lash and Nia still champions. We weren't going to see 2 title changes on the show tonight.
No, I didn't expect that.
No.
The Lash and Nia is a good team. I'm liking them more.
I like them.
It's a good use of Nia. I don't mind seeing Nia Jax anymore.
Yeah, no. I think she's gotten to a point where she's not so bad.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to give her any credit, but she's been wrestling for a long time. She's actually in pretty good shape. If you look at her, she's in some of the best shape of her career.
Yeah, I think pairing her up with Lash, I think it's giving her a motivation.
She looks really good. Nia has looked really strong in this run, her latest run. I think maybe getting fired kind of shocked her into reality. Hey, maybe I have to be better at this. And since she's come back, I've seen a steady improvement. I like her with Lash. Yeah. I've liked a lot of what Nia's done.
Yeah, no, she's been steadily improving, and maybe she feels more of a vet, and she's got this rookie under her wing. Maybe she feels a little more motivation to kind of show up, and Lash seems like a good performer too.
Lash is a serious athlete.
It kind of pushes Nia to kind of be okay, we're going to do these more high risk kind of moves, so I better, show
Lash
up
is
more.
legit. Lash played in the WNBA. She's for real.
She's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
I also love that the storyline doesn't seem to be Nia's I'm the best and you're my, underling, and Lash is
they're equals.
Yeah, it's just fine. I love tag teams that are just we're both cool with each other and we're just gonna stick together. And there's no push pull.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on you. You're holding me back. It's just working.
Yeah, and their whole relationship just seems to be hey, you're strong and good. I'm strong and good. Let's team up because we could probably do pretty well together. they don't seem to have like a deep bond or whatever.
No.
It's just like, hey, let's destroy together, and we're like, yep, let's do it.
I like that.
And I do like it. I like their attitude. I like their vibe. I like both of them. They're really good. I'm a big fan of Nia and Lash. I really like Lash. Like, I think she's Rookie of the Year. You know?
Oh, yeah.
She's been fantastic. She's shown up in every spot that they've put her in.
She was great at the Rumble.
She's delivered. Like, she delivers every time. I'm very impressed with Lash Legends. I haven't seen a lot of her promos, but when she does talk, it's fine. You know, it's good.
Yeah, it's not awkward.
No. They just haven't given her a lot of mic time. I don't know what that's about, but I like what she's doing. So that match ended in a melee. We'll probably see something at Mania with many teams for the tag team titles. Good way to fit a lot of the women on the roster on the Mania show. We have Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. That's a one-on-one match. They did a promo. That was fun.
Yeah.
Jade says she doesn't need wrestling or the belt to be somebody. She's somebody before wrestling, and she doesn't need this ring. She doesn't need any of this. Rhea needs it. Jade, whatever, which is true.
It's all about making the money.
Yeah. I mean, her husband, for those that don't know, played Major League Baseball for several years.
Won the World Series.
Yeah. And what's his name again? It's
Brandon Phillips.
Yeah, Brandon
Former
Phillips.
Expos top prospect.
Yeah, like he was a long-time Major Leaguer. He was a good player. Probably
Yeah.
made the All-Star team a few years, right?
Yeah.
Gold
Glover.
Gold Glover, not a Hall of Famer, but like a very good baseball player who, when you are a very good baseball player, you are paid a lot of money. A lot of money in baseball.
Yeah. If you look up his, totally, he's probably made $75 million
That's
in his
it.
career or something.
So,
crazy.
So Jade was married to him long before she ever got into pro wrestling, AEW, WWE, any of that. So when she says, I don't need any of this, she's not lying. Jade is good. Jade...
Yeah, she's not just playing a heel.
No, she's set.
Yeah.
She's got a nice family. She's got kids with a very wealthy guy, and they're good.
Yeah.
So when she says she doesn't need it, she really doesn't. So it hits really hard, and she says, I'm not in this business. I'm not in the WWE to make friends.
Calling it wrestling, too, kind of makes it feel like...
Yeah, I don't need wrestling.
Yeah,
she doesn't even say wrestling. She says wrestling, which is what outside of wrestling people call wrestling. People that watch wrestling call it wrestling, right?
Wrestling.
Professional wrestling. They call it professional wrestling, right? But
like the Bret Hart.
Like Bret Hart, right? But people that don't watch wrestling call it wrestling.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
It's true.
And Jade Cargill, I think, sometimes calls it wrestling, and it's like, I don't need to be in wrestling. And you're like, oof, Jade, you're such an outsider. And Rhea's like, yeah, I know that you're not here to make friends. That's pretty obvious. And I don't know, but there's a lot of stories about Jade. And Jade says, look, I don't care about you, Rhea. I don't care about all the work that you've done. Rhea's like, I've worked hard. I do need this. I bust my ass. I love this business. and Jade's like, another sob story. I don't care about you. I don't care about any of the girls in the back. I don't care about any of this. Screw you, Jade. Screw you, Rhea. It was very good. Jade was just like, bah. Rhea was fiery, and Rhea's like, all right, you want to fight or what? Why don't you fight? Hit me. And Jade's like, nah. Jade leaves, and then Michin and B-Fab show up, and you're like, oh, they're going to force Jade back into the ring. But they don't. They join Jade, and then they attack Rhea and leave Rhea laying. So now Jade, even stronger. What? Jade, even stronger, has B-Fab and Michin as her backup.
Yeah,
so
they're gonna do
Jade
some shenanigans at Mania.
At Mania,
sure.
I mean, Rhea's
the ref is getting pulled out of the ring.
Okay, so they just announced Kit Wilson versus Jelly Roll next week on SmackDown, and Tiffany Stratton will challenge Julia for the United States Championship next week on SmackDown too.
Poor Julia.
You think she's dropping the belt next week, setting up something for Tiffy for Mania?
Tiffy needs something.
Tiffy Mania. Ooh, and maybe a number one contenders match. It'll be Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair against the Bella Twins next week on SmackDown. Bella Twins getting a lot of work, brother.
We got them warmed up.
Interesting. Jelly Roll versus Kit Wilson one-on-one on SmackDown next week, just on SmackDown? We thought that might be Mania. Maybe it is Miz. Maybe
Miz is the final boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the main
Randy
event,
again.
it's Randy just coming out to talk again.
Maybe.
Randy's been on the phone talking to somebody,
Oh yeah.
and we don't know who it is.
Like
People are guessing it might be Triple H or Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker, but it could be somebody else.
yeah.
But here comes Randy, and he's got a steel chair,
Maybe,
and he's gonna do another promo.
Ted Jr.
Yeah. Ted DiBiase Jr. found not guilty for
13 counts.
13 counts of what?
Fraud. And defrauding charities.
Yeah.
Like
Well, he was not guilty today, so he was a third member of Legacy with Randy and Cody. Maybe.
Oh.
Wow. So he's shaking kids' hands.
But it's so that he's hating this.
But did he say he hated it?
I thought,
Or was he just kind of saying
he's
it?
rubbing his head look, it's
The
making
voices are telling him not to do it.
angry.
Like he knows he has to, but the voices
Oh, that's
shaking hands with the kids. Randy. Nice guy, Randy.
But he's not a nice guy. He's resenting this.
So Randy making a slow walk to the ring again. This has been a pretty... they've done some stuff on SmackDown tonight. New tag team champions.
Kit Wilson beat up Jelly Roll.
Kit Wilson beat up Jelly Roll. That was fun. Danhausen did some funny things. Randy called Zack Ryder a mark-ass stooge. Sami Zayn lost to Aleister Black after Trick Williams distracted Sami and Black hit the Black Mass on him. That happened.
So things happen.
Some things happened on SmackDown. Shout out Angelo and Lauren in the chat. I see you. Angelo supporting over at join.ringsidereport.net. Be like Angelo. Support over at join.ringsidereport.net.
Sit in the ring.
Randy about to talk, cut a promo. Dennis Rodman announced today going into the WWE Hall of Fame.
The Worm.
Even though I
never
saw him in the WWE.
No.
Not once.
It's the WCW Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's right. NWO.
I remember that, watching WCW being like, oh man, Dennis Rodman. Because, it was during the Bulls run. He would just show up on, Nitro. While, the Bulls were, on these magical championship-winning runs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think he left during, a playoff series to go party with Hogan.
Yeah.
Crazy. Nuts. The guy loved wrestling.
I think he showed up at the Road Wild in, South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was him and Hogan versus Jay Leno and DDP? Oh, no, it was Bischoff. That was Bischoff and Hogan versus Leno and DDP.
Yeah.
No, it was Karl Malone.
And
DDP.
Against Hogan and Rodman.
Was that? Maybe that wasn't at Road Wild.
It might have been.
Or it might have been.
Randy
Malone.
in the ring now.
The mailman.
A couple things happened on Raw this week, too. We saw Randy on Raw doing a promo where he's talking to somebody on the phone. I wonder if that phone call will be revealed. Oh, Randy wants to apologize to Matt Cardona now. AJ Lee wrestled this week on Raw. She beat Bayley in a decent match. And then Becky Lynch attacked AJ. So probably Becky versus AJ in some sort of match again at WrestleMania.
That's a
wrap
lock.
that thing up. Which I don't know, man. We've seen it.
Might be some kind of gimmick.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that Bayley's not involved, but it seemed like Bayley and Lyra were headed towards Adam Pearce's office to talk about a tag team title shot, so maybe that'll happen. CM Punk and Roman Reigns cut a promo in the main event. Roman called Punk old. Punk punched him.
How dare you?
Yeah. It's like he's 6 years older than you, man. He's not...
You're not a spring chicken, Roman.
I mean, Punk is 47. Roman is, 40? Yeah, he's 7 years older than you. Calling him old is, kind of rude.
Yeah.
I don't think you can call somebody 7 years older than you old.
No.
You know what I mean?
Like old. Yeah, like
you're
in a derogatory way.
just under 5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
You can't call me old.
No. It wouldn't make sense.
I mean, I'm older than you, but if you call me old, it's like, well, what are you? Like, you're roughly old as well.
Yeah, you'll be here soon.
Like, if Punk is old, what's Roman? Close to being old? When did Punk become old, and then when will Roman become old? At 47?
Like Roman's already kind of
in
old.
7 years? I mean, he's got gray hair. And he's gray in his beard. Here's Randy apologizing to Zack Ryder, saying he's sorry, and now kicking him in the balls and RKOing him. Like, I don't think this makes Randy a heel. The crowd is cheering. They like it. They like the RKO. They don't care about Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Even if Randy, like, murders Zack Ryder right now, I think the crowd would still pop.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, yeah, well, we never liked him anyways, Randy.
Get him, Randy.
The voices told you to do it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Randy now throwing Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona on the announce table, punching him in the head, bringing the stairs. Like, this doesn't do anything.
Is this supposed to be the closer? Oh, here comes Kenneth Extra.
Here comes some backstage people to stop Randy from killing Zack Ryder.
Randy, no.
Oh, he's going to do the same thing that he did to Cody, where he puts his head in the stairs. But now a lot of guys are coming to stop him. Security, refs, agents.
Davari.
Do you see Johnny North in that crowd? I don't. You think Johnny North went to Raleigh, North Carolina to be security for WWE? Where is he? It'll all be revealed next week, I suppose. The mystery of where Johnny is tonight.
Oh, will be revealed. He's got blood on his
Randy's got blood on his hands. Who's bleeding? I guess Cardona's bleeding somewhere? Cardona's bleeding. Where's he bleeding from?
Table.
Oh, no, look, Randy's, like, conflicted. Look, he's got his head in his face. Oh, no, the voices told me to do it. I didn't want to do it, but the voices told me. Is this really what he's doing?
Is this the program?
Jeez. Now he grabs Zack Ryder, throws him back in the ring. Nobody's stopping him. They're all just around the ring, like, looking at each other, saying stop. Get in the ring and stop him. They're all just around the ring.
Come on, Jamie Noble.
Oh, but now he gets a chair and puts Ryder's arm in it. Now they get in the ring and stop him. When he's kicking him in the head, that's fine. But he puts a chair on his arm. Now everybody's jumping in the ring. Hold on a second now.
Like, I'm cool.
He'll put a chair on his arm. That's terrible. You're going to stomp on that chair. We've seen wrestling before. Okay, Randy's telling them he's cool. He's cool.
So they're backing off.
Do they believe him? I don't know. There's about a minute.
Only Jamie Noble stands his path.
There's a minute left in the show. I wouldn't believe him. Watch out, Jamie Noble. You might eat an RKO, too. Oh, no, he stomped on the chair. He broke Zack Ryder's arm.
The God Almighty.
Oh, Randy, you evil bastard.
The security guard's like, get out of here, man.
Okay, Randy.
Get out of here.
That's enough.
You've had your fun.
Jeez. This is
Who are these
dumb.
jabronis that got to be security guards?
Does anybody care that Randy's doing this to Zack Ryder?
Yeah, like they're cheering.
Have they given us a reason to care about Zack Ryder?
They're probably trying to RKO. Or
He's lost
this is
like
awesome.
every match he's had on TV since he came back.
He's just a jabroni. You know?
This is dumb.
If we do that to Chelsea, I think that would get super heat.
Yeah.
People are like, that's Chelsea. What are you doing, man?
Like if Chelsea came out
Yeah.
and was like, oh, what are you doing? And then Randy hit her with the RKO.
Oh, she's in like a wheelchair?
That would be nuts. Oh, wait. We're cutting to backstage where Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu are still fighting. We're going to come to the grand finale of SmackDown. They're on some sort of platform. I'm guessing somebody's going to fall into a thing that they've set up.
Yeah.
Because Nick Aldis and a bunch of agents, security guards, are running to the parking lot behind a fence where you can't see where they're going to fall into. Jacob is on the edge of a ledge, and now Drew is on the edge of the ledge joining him as they fight. And we are behind the fence now, and we cannot see where they will fall. No doubt they will fall somewhere, and they will be totally fine on a crash pad that we will not see because this is dumb.
And they'll be on the asphalt, and they'll be like, "Oh my god!
Oh no, they fell off the thing. They must be dead now." This is a cartoon. This is fucking dumb.
This is a theme park,
and the show's
show.
over. They
no,
didn't even show them
it.
like on the concrete with their head smashed open. No, because they just fell in a big crash pad, and then they hugged and they said, "Yeah, good show, guys."
Yeah, all right, let's get a beer, brother.
That sucked.
Let's go party in Raleigh, North Carolina.
That was awful.
Yeah, that was weak sauce.
What a bad ending to the show. Like, I was trying to give the show a benefit of the doubt. Like, we had new tag team champions. We had Danhausen. You know, we had a couple things that I like. We had Kit Wilson attacking Jelly Roll. We had some things.
This is bullshit.
And then the main event. Well, like the Randy thing with Zack Ryder. Who cares? The match that was the actual main event ended in like a disqualification. We had one clean finish the whole show. How many
and there
matches?
was a Mellow Dragunov match.
There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches on this show. On a 3-hour show, they had 5 total matches.
Jesus. Okay?
And 4 out of the 5 matches had like a screwy finish, and one of them had a non-finish. There was only the Dragunov Carmelo Hayes match that had a real finish. They had 5 matches, 3-hour show. 4 out of the 5 matches had screwy finishes.
I'd be pissed if I were in the crowd.
3 of them was just, interference. One of them was interference that caused a DQ. And it's not like they were great matches to begin with.
No.
So, not the best episode of SmackDown, but we do march on
That's a morsel.
to WrestleMania.
Couple tasty morsels.
Couple things happened, like every WWE show, they'll give you 1 or 2 things and some other
crap,
other stuff. Like on Raw this week, they did give us Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. They set that up. That was cool. They had another Roman Punk promo that was okay. Wasn't my favorite. It was all right. It's all right. They're doing okay work. But I feel like they started off on fire, and ever since then it's been like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They haven't been able to kind of
No, and they're just saying weird stuff. Like
Yeah.
Punk being like, put you in the ground with your father, and now Roman's like, you're old. It's like, well, the material
What
now
is
is
this
just
about,
weird.
you know? It's like, what?
Roman hates Punk.
Because stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The podcast stuff was good. You made my life difficult. Like, he said all the best stuff right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And now the rest of it is like, said bad things about my dad and my family. We don't like you, and I'm going to beat you, and you're going to acknowledge me. It's like, all right.
Punk had a good line about, I don't know what to call you, and I'm not going to call you Joe because there is a Samoan I love named that.
Yeah.
A little nice little reference there.
Yeah.
Samoan Joseph.
Shout out to Samoa Joe there. Okay.
But it's like a little Easter egg. That's
it's like a little nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know what to call you. I'm not going to call you Joe because of another Samoan named Joe. Like, you can't know 2 Samoans named Joe. It just doesn't compute in your brain. Like, it didn't even make sense. It didn't make sense.
It's like disrespectful, I guess he would.
Well, I'm going to call you Joe, but I can't call you Joe because you're Samoan, and I know a Samoa Joe, so I can't call you Joe.
Then I'd forget about Samoa
If you weren't Samoan, I could easily call you Joe, but because you're Samoan,
if you were American Joe,
I can only know one Samoan Joe because I categorize people within their race and ethnicity because I'm CM Punk. Devout racist. Like, I don't know. What's going on? I know one Samoan named Joe, so I can't call you Joe. It's like, well, why not? He's Joe Anoa'i. The other guy is Samoa Joe. It's fine. It's his real name. It's like, it's not. Yeah, but whatever. I think it was just a shout out to Samoa Joe because Punk and Roman are both friends with Samoa Joe. That's really all that was.
Everyone loves Joe.
But that's it. Like, there's just little things in the promos where you go, oh, they're talking about Samoa Joe. Cool. But that was it.
Yeah.
Like, that was the highlight.
It's heat.
Yeah, there's no heat.
It's cooling.
Yeah.
It's congealing.
LA Knight is wandering around backstage. I have no idea what he's doing with, he's talking to the Usos. He's around. He's on Raw, but, like, he hates the Vision still, but I don't.
It's nothing left.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where he goes. I don't know what he does. Like, if they could get Braun Breaker back for Seth, then maybe LA Knight could wrestle Logan Paul at WrestleMania. That would make sense. Haven't they done that already, though? LA Knight, Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It was meant to be a big...
Again, LA Knight, I have no clue. I'd love for him to do something. Gunther's another guy. I'm not really
what
sure.
the hell? How have they not...
Maybe he wrestles LA Knight.
Yeah, how have they not figured out what...
Maybe Gunther wrestles Penta for the Intercontinental title. Like, I have no idea. It's
just
a lot of guys on Raw where you're like, what are they doing? Gunther, Penta, LA Knight, stars. Not really sure. Finn and Dominic seem to be, they'll probably wrestle each other at WrestleMania. But a lot of other stuff is kind of
no direction.
Not clear. And you would think Gunther would have a direction at this point.
Of all of them.
Like, he's not wrestling Brock. We know that. It's Obafemi. So, okay, what's left for Gunther? Is Rey Mysterio an option? Like, what's...
Yeah, they wanted that, but Rey getting hurt. And also, really, like, that's a tough... Like, of course, you should, factor in if you have a match long way away with Rey Mysterio. Like, he might get hurt. You might have to scrap this.
Well, yeah.
You should have a backup. Because Rey might not be able to make this.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold.
Well, we'll see. WrestleMania, they still got, they got 4 weeks of TV left. They've got Raw in Boston coming up Monday night. Then they're in Pittsburgh next Friday for SmackDown. Then on the 30th of March, in 2 weeks, they're going to be at Madison Square Garden for Monday Night Raw, which is always fun. SmackDown in St. Louis.
Oh, Randy Town.
Then Raw in Houston on the 6th of April. 10th of April, we've got SmackDown in San Jose. 13th, that's WrestleMania week. 13th of April, Sacramento will have Raw. The Friday night SmackDown will be in Las Vegas. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday of that week, the 18th and 19th, WrestleMania in Las Vegas. So we're coming up, I just gave you the schedule. We're getting there. Big show at Madison Square Garden. You would think they would do a big Raw that night. Probably Roman, Punk, Brock, all the big stars set up for WrestleMania, and maybe set up a couple key matches for the show there too. Raw in Boston, and then New York back-to-back weeks. That's like
big towns, the old school.
Yeah, they're gonna set some stuff up coming up Monday in Boston, and then the following Monday at Madison Square Garden. AEW. Let's talk a little AEW wrestling. They did a pay-per-view last weekend that was fun for the most part. I watched it. I was watching it live, and I was enjoying it. It started off, I watched some of the pre-show. It was all right. Jack Perry won the AEW National Championship in a 21-man blackjack battle royal. Took the belt away from Rick O'Shea. So they had a title change on the pre-show. And then the show started with FTR beating the Young Bucks in a very good tag team match to retain the tag team titles. Like, they started off strong. Then Toni Storm and Marina Shafir had a very good match. And Ronda Rousey came out. Well, actually, sorry. Before that, after FTR beat the Bucks, Edge and Christian came back, and they had a confrontation there with the FTR, so that was something. Edge and Christian getting involved with the Young Bucks and the FTR, some sort of three-way tag team title situation happening. So that is good stuff. Seeing Edge and Christian back together as a tag team in AEW, haven't seen them for a while, so they made their return. Then Toni Storm beat Marina Shafir, but Ronda Rousey showed up and got in Toni Storm's face a little bit, which was exciting. but may mean nothing because now we're hearing Toni Storm could be out for the rest of 2026.
At least.
Maybe an injury, some sort of issue. We're not really sure, but Toni Storm may not wrestle again for the rest of the year, which is like a long time,
blow.
man. That's a long, long time. The rest of the year for AEW, that's like 9 months. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But, yeah, losing Toni Storm, one of their best, if not their best. I mean, she was Wrestler of the Year in 2025 for us.
Yeah.
So to lose her is rough for AEW.
Yeah.
Especially now when you thought, hey, maybe she's going to do a little program with Ronda Rousey.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. And Ronda, like, who knows what she was really going to do. Was she planning on doing a run in AEW? The show was at the Crypto Arena
Los Angeles
in LA, and I think no, Ronda's not at that building, but she's going to be fighting in LA. Like her fight in a couple months is in LA, so this might have been just local promotion in LA for AEW fans. Come see Ronda, or this might be the beginning of something with Ronda and Marina, but they didn't really mention Ronda that much on Dynamite this week, and she wasn't on the show.
No.
So I don't know what Ronda meant, but seeing Ronda, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about Ronda. She's very polarizing. Some people love her, some people hate her. I love her. I think she's awesome. Pioneer in the game. Like, we wouldn't have women's MMA in the UFC, and we wouldn't have women main eventing WrestleMania if not for Ronda Rousey. So I don't really understand why people hate her so much. She's got strong opinions. She deserves to have strong opinions. She's Ronda fucking Rousey.
My biggest issue with Ronda right now, like, I've got nothing with her against her. I love Ronda always as a performer, and like when she's done, it just feels like I feel like AEW is not a good venue for her, because Ronda, is a very like cut the bullshit. I'm here to fight. I'm not here to do characters and things. And I don't know, AEW always feels like a lot of characters and like kind of over the top, like a Toni Storm or what Harley Cameron's do. Like it just feels like Ronda. She it's just setting her to get just rejected by that audience that loves like the kind of big, sort of over the top sort of.
I don't know how much the AEW audience would love Ronda, but I think Ronda as like a tough badass with Marina Shafir in that same type of vein would work.
Could work, but
I
like
think it would
Marina's
work.
not like a top. I mean, she's with the Death
No,
Riders.
but Ronda would be
Yeah.
like that, but on an elevated level. I think she could work in AEW. I think she could work in any wrestling promotion. She's a star, She cuts a hell of a promo. People hate her or love her.
Yeah.
That's what you want, to have strong feelings about somebody. I was shocked, like, when Ronda returned at how many people were just pissed, like, just hate Ronda Rousey. I was like, whoa. I thought people liked Ronda. I didn't realize. I like Ronda. I mean, she's had some weird opinions, conspiracy theories, whatever. I ignore that. She's a fighter. A lot of fighters.
In the grand scheme of fighters, it's
she's fine, hononestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But she said some really true things about the UFC lately, which I've appreciated.
Yeah.
And
they don't pay.
Yeah, and like just based off who she is and what she's done for women's sports in general, I guess people forget.
Yeah.
Like, because we're now living in a post Ronda era where we're seeing women's sports treated way differently than they were before Ronda Rousey. And I'm not just talking about pro wrestling and MMA. I'm talking about women's sports. Ronda Rousey opened a lot of people's eyes. Like, hey, people will watch women's sports as like the main thing.
Yeah. The main event.
The main event, and it will sell big time. And a lot of leagues around the world went, well, maybe we can do something here. Like, this is a viable option because of Ronda Rousey. Dana White said he would never have women in the UFC, and then Ronda Rousey, So, yeah, I'm a big Ronda fan. She's just broken so many barriers. I don't know how people forget that or ignore that, Like, how do you toss that to the side? She's so important as, like, a historical figure in sports for people now to be like, well, fuck Ronda. It's like, what, man?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's like if, I mean, not quite, but like if Jackie Robinson had some like controversial views at some point, people were like, we don't care about Jackie Robinson anymore. Like, I mean, Ronda's not breaking that type of barrier, but she,
big one.
She, it's not as big. She didn't face the same type of hate. Obviously, I don't want to compare her to Jackie Robinson. I'm just saying, like,
I know what you mean.
It's as
she was a big first.
She's big first, did a lot of things, and you go, can you discount that? Even though, like, because of some other things that you don't like about her, I don't. It's like I didn't like the way she.
Acknowledge.
I don't like the way she handled the end of her MMA career in the UFC. Like, it was kind of, wasn't great. And there's some things that she said that I don't love, and but I'm willing to discount that because of what she's done and who she is, and like,
because we got to remember
Mania main event
wrestling. Like if you're gonna be like, I don't know about if I agree with this person's views or whatnot. I mean, you're gonna have pretty slim pickings,
Well, yeah, that too.
Your favorite pro wrestlers,
but like, man, what she did for women's pro wrestling, just women's pro wrestling, elevated it so much. To where we are now, for people to forget that, disappointing. But whatever. People easily forget things. But I was very excited for Ronda Rousey versus Toni Storm. That would have been incredible. I guess it's not going to happen. Not now, anyways. Jon Moxley beat Konosuke Takeshita. Submitted him. Very good match. Choked him out to retain the Continental Championship. Really good. And then Will Ospreay came back and called out Moxley. Very good. Ospreay's back. Moxley had a great match. Everything's going well. Then you have the women's tag team title. 5-minute match. Fine. We have new tag team champions. Megan Bayne and Lena Cross beat Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale to become the new women's tag team champions. They are now the second tag team champions. Fine. Good. Made sense. It worked. Swerve Strickland had a hell of a match with Brody King. Swerve beats Brody King. Good. We're on a roll. We're doing well. Tekla has a solid match with Chris Statlander. Beats her in a 2 out of 3 falls match to retain the AEW Women's World title. Then we get to a trios match.
Sounds like this thing starts to slow down a bit.
And you're just like, okay, this is all good, but like there's a lot of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, god damn, man. Are we getting to the main event yet? And then we get to the trios match, and it's Mystico and Jet Speed becoming the new trios champions, defeating Okada, Fletcher, and Davis. And they're the new AEW trios champions. And then, at that point, we're like 3 hours into the show. Okay? And Andrade comes out to wrestle Bandito.
Okay.
And it's like 11:15. And I'm like,
tired.
And I look and I go, shit. There's still a Darby Allin match after this. Before the main event. So I'm like, we're 3 hours into this show. I've had a good time up until now. And now it's enough.
Like if they went from to MJF,
just give me
Hangman,
8 to 11. Just even if you at 11, if you said, okay, it's main event time, I would have been like, cool. Good. I'm ready.
Push.
One last push. I'm ready to go. But like,
it wasn't. It was still.
It was so long to go.
Jesus.
And you just go, why is this still going on? And Andrade and Bandito was fine, but like, it didn't need to be on the pay-per-view.
No.
It was 21 minutes, and you're just like, I want this to end.
Finish.
It didn't need to be on the pay-per-view. Yeah. Just skip it. Put it on Dynamite. Put it on Collision. I don't care. It didn't mean anything. Andrade wins. Who cares? They needed to take out 2 or 3 matches from this show, put them on Dynamite, make Dynamite better, because Dynamite this week was not great, and make this show a little shorter so it's just easier to watch, because at 3 hours, you're done. You don't want to watch anymore. 4 hours is ridiculous. It went like 4.5, 4:45. This thing ended at like 12:30, 12:45. It was insane. So Andrade wins, and you're like, all right, keep going. Darby, Orange, and Roderick Strong beat the Dogs. The Dogs are like a new group that just came in. This is their first big match. They lose.
Christ.
David Finlay I think this is his second match in AEW, but it's his first match like with his team. It might have been his first match in AEW. He lost.
That's not good. It's supposed to be good.
He's all right. And Darby beat Gabe Kidd this week in a coffin match. So Gabe Kidd's just losing to Darby a lot. I don't know what the hell the point of that coffin match was. It was weird. It wasn't great. So they had that Tornado Trios match. It was a car crash. Darby, Orange, and Strong beat Finlay, Gabe Kidd, and Clark Connors. David Finlay, of course, the son of Fit Finlay. He was in New Japan for a long time. These guys were all in New Japan together. So is he
Dave Finlay Jr.?
Yeah.
Because this is Dave Finlay?
Yeah. So Finlay, Kidd, and Connors were a group in New Japan. Now they're in AEW.
You think if he wrestles like in a lucha mess, he's like Finlay Jr.?
No, he's El Hijo del Finlay.
El Hijo del Finlay?
I think so. El Hijo del Finlay. Anyways, Darby and Orange and Roderick won that one. And then it was finally time for the main event. And Hangman and MJF, it was Texas Death. And they did everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I don't think there were thumbtacks, but there was glass. There was barbed wire, of course, tables, chairs, a syringe going through Hangman's mouth. Ugh. Like you saw it going through his cheek. That was a little too gross for me. There were those wooden spikes in the head. They put those like skewers in MJF's head, and then Hangman like punches them. That's gross. What was the really gross thing that they did?
What's in the syringe?
I don't know. The syringe was pretty bad. The glass was okay. The spikes was just ridiculous. Oh, they went through like a big exploding thing. They fell off the stage onto some big thing that exploded like a million times. So they're supposed to be burnt to a crisp, but they were okay. MJF choked Hangman, punched him with the ring, of course, choked him with a chain.
Oh, yeah, they kind of hung
him, choked him out, and then Hangman couldn't answer the 10 and lost. So not only did they just deliver an ultra-violent, I would say too violent match, like they needed to take away 2 or 3 gimmicks from the match. This was like classic AEW where they just do too much. They did too much. This match was not great. It should have been better. They did too much. It was too much. Staples, too. They stapled. Like, they just did everything.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man, I get it. It's Texas Death. Hangman, I guess he tries to keep topping himself violence-wise, but at a certain point, there's no more topping it. You just got to pick.
You die.
Yeah, you just got to pick one and stick to it. The syringe was like, enough. Just do that. If you're going to do anything, just do that. But don't do that. Don't do any of it. There's a lot you shouldn't have done. Some of it, was fine. The glass, whatever. It's like, it wasn't so bad. A lot of it wasn't so bad. It was just that they did all of it.
Yeah.
They did too much of it, and it was like a 46-minute match.
Jeez.
So you're watching it, and you're like, oh, my God, I can't believe they're still wrestling. I can't believe this is still going on. And you're like, oh, and now he pulls out this weapon. You're like, really, dude?
Is that going to end it?
Why this weapon? Why what? And then eventually it ends, and you're like, oh, it's over? Hangman loses. That means Hangman can never challenge for the AEW Championship ever again because that was a stipulation?
For the rest of his career?
The rest of his career.
Is he leaving?
Well, he should now.
I've heard rumors that, like,
what else is he going to do?
Might be up.
Well, then I hope he's leaving. I honestly hope he's leaving and going to the WWE because he would be a megastar in WWE.
Oh my
and if
God.
AEW is going to just do this with him, well, forget it. Like, if AEW plans to keep him for long term and have him never challenge for the world title again, that's dumb. It's not a good idea. Hangman is one of your top stars. Why would you handcuff yourself booking-wise to never have him as your world champion? It is so dumb. I can't believe they did that. I said there's no way. Hangman's for sure going to win because they're not going to just have Hangman and have him never win the title again. But here we go. Tony Khan. Crazy. Just nuts, man.
And they have there's nothing mentioned like any way to possibly reverse it.
Well, Tony Khan's like, well, Hangman, it's his word, so I guess he could go back on his word. And you're like, it's a stipulation for the match, man. If you don't stick to it, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? What does any of it mean if you don't stick to any of the stipulations?
Yeah.
I think there's a couple ways around it. I think Hangman could turn heel and say, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh, I don't care anymore.
I want the title. Gimme.
Gimme. I'm an evil guy. I'm more evil than MJF. Could do that. He could also win the Continental Classic.
Yeah,
which guarantees you a title shot at All In.
It's like, I guess he's got us there.
That's it. It's like, well, look, I won the title shot. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So he could do that. There's a couple options. Like, there's a couple ways around it to get Hangman the champion again. But, like, even then, it's kind of, like, iffy.
Yeah.
So I think it was a bad idea to come up with the stipulation in the first place. And now MJF is still champion and Hangman can't challenge for the belt again, which sucks.
Yeah.
So it was not only a really long match and a really long pay-per-view, and the match was kind of disappointing, which kind of hurt the pay-per-view, but the ending was disappointing too. So it just kind of left me with a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm going to give it it was so good for so long. So I'm still going to give it like a 7 on 10, but it would have been like an 8, 8.5 had it continued to deliver. Yeah, they just don't stick the landing.
Some fat.
Yep. Tighten up. Just tighten up. Do less. Just sometimes less is more.
It really is.
One of my favorite segments in the history of television. More with less.
Letterman?
Yeah, with Les Moonves. He would call up Les Moonves on the show and complain about CBS. Gold. You don't see shit like that on TV anymore. Could you imagine?
On CBS.
And imagine.
I'm going to call up Barry Weiss.
Colbert's going to call up Barry Weiss. Hey, Barry.
You suck.
Here's the problem. Or not even, like...
David Ellison.
Yeah. I mean, who would be the equivalent to Les Moonves now?
Because he was just in charge of CBS, not Viacom.
Yeah,
right?
No, he was CBS.
So whoever
was in charge of
whatever.
CBS was. Les Moonves was like a bigwig, and Letterman would like call him on the phone and make fun of the fall lineup. You got a big show there, Les. And Les would like talk about a sitcom, and Dave's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds real good, eh, Paul?" Woo-hoo. Tremendous.
Well, Letterman
more with less
owning CBS because he produced Raymond, so he was the king of CBS. Mm-hmm. He was giving them all the Emmys, during that time, Worldwide Pants.
So Les had to kiss the ring.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh yeah, Dave, yeah."
Yeah, that's right.
So I was like, "Hey, maybe I'll move, Raymond to NBC. What do you think about that?" It's like,
yeah. He had to play ball with Letterman. Letterman had the power.
Oh yeah, he probably produced some other maybe, I don't know if he produced King of Queens or some other CBS show Letterman produced.
Worldwide Pants.
Great name.
This show is a Worldwide Pants production. I don't know if you knew that. Worldwide Pants.
That would be amazing. Yeah, get that logo.
No, we are produced by Worldwide Pants.
Love you, Dave. We'll see you at the dinner.
Executive producer
Dave's in town.
Larry David, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Worldwide Pants production.
What a meeting!
This show is directed by.
So funny.
This show was directed by James L. Brooks. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh.
Yeah, tonight's show was
just
directed.
Love Ella McKay.
Yeah, directed by James L. Brooks. Thank you, James.
What's up with that sex scarf?
Thanks, Jim. Good job. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the Ella McKay sex scarf?
I don't know.
Internet, you know what I mean.
You lost me. I don't know what the hell. No one on this side of the internet understands what you're talking about. Yes. And I see the graphic on our screen. I do want to send our condolences to the Brulette family, to the great Roger Brulette, who passed away, sadly, today. A legend, if you're anywhere near Montreal, anywhere near Montreal sports or the Montreal Expos, you know who Roger Brulette is. A legend when it comes to Montreal baseball. A great color guy. For years on RDS and TVA Sports. I grew up listening to Roger and Denny Casavant do the Expos broadcasts, and they were the best. The best. No one called a game like Roger Brulette. For my money, he was the best color commentator I've ever heard do baseball in all of baseball. No one had a home run call like Roger. He was the best. And he was, having been around like sports media and stuff over the years, I would see Roger, I would cross Roger, and it was always a pleasure, always a gentleman, and just
Always in a suit.
a lovely guy. Yeah, always lovely. A big pro wrestling fan as well. I think friends with Jacques Rougeau. Like Roger was he was that guy. He was a real gentleman, a mensch, Roger was great, a talented guy, a good guy, a guy who loved baseball, who loved the Expos.
He was passionate. You could feel that in his broadcast.
Very passionate, which I can definitely relate to and appreciate. So, yeah, Roger was great. I always had a lot of respect for Roger. Like you grow up and, you see these guys on TV and then you kind of get to be around them and work with them a little bit. And you see them and you go, some of them are pretty cool and some of them are a little disappointing. But Roger was like not disappointing in any type of way. Any interaction I ever had with Roger Brulette was always top notch and lived up to all my expectations. Him and Denny Casavant. Like Casavant, I worked with quite a bit, and he was great. His son Matt as well, really great guy, great family. So my thoughts with Denny. I'm sure he's quite taken by this news. And with all Roger's friends and all his close colleagues and his family, Roger Brulette, there'll never be another guy like Roger. Roger! What a guy.
And
what a guy.
He was quite integral, too. Like, apparently he helped develop, like, a lot of baseball terms in French because, like, a lot of them didn't exist yet. They were bringing the Expos, and he had a hand in that. And apparently I was looking up, he also had a hand in, like, the development and creation of Yuppie.
Wow.
So, like, he was just, just always kind of there,
Yeah.
help guiding Montreal baseball.
Yeah, you couldn't have, it wasn't the Expos without Roger Brulette somewhere in the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, you knew he was always there.
The whole run, he was there.
He was on the field doing the introductions. Like, it was always Roger on the field introducing the players, talking to guys in English and French, like, very well-spoken in both languages, perfectly bilingual. Such a talent, a perfect guy for Montreal sports,
and a great shame that he. I mean, like, if he is going to be recognized, it'll be posthumously by the Baseball Hall of Fame. But they really have blundered by not recognizing his contributions to the sport.
I agree,
and the growth of it internationally. I think. I think it's something they should correct, but it's
I think
he
should be considered.
He won't be there to accept those honors and the admiration from a grateful public.
Well, definitely a life well lived, and a man who made his mark, and his legacy is still felt today, and we will remember him. Yeah. We will continue to honor him and show our respect.
When I think of Vladimir Guerrero, I hear Vladimir, Vladimir, Vladimir.
Yeah, so good.
Or Vidro.
Yes.
Jose. Just like it was like
Moises
a fan.
Salud.
It's like a fan calling it.
Yeah, just going nuts.
Yeah, you could hear him like, ah.
Oh, so good. Yeah, you could hear the passion in the call.
Yeah.
Henry Rodriguez. Oh, man. What a guy. Yeah. That's it. Like, a big part of my childhood was listening to Roger and Denny call the Expos games on RDS. So.
Those were the days.
Yeah. And then growing up and then being, like, seeing Roger around was always really cool. It was always like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you'd see him in the hallways. Like, just at the stadium, like, he'd be, like, around,
Yeah.
So you'd walk around.
People would always go, hey, Roger. People would always be shouting around to Roger.
Getting autographs. I have his autographs.
Angelo's in the chat. I'm sure Angelo's seen Roger around, Everybody saw Roger.
Yeah. He was active.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace to Roger Brulette. The great Roger Brulette. We dedicate the memory we dedicate this show to the memory of Roger Brulette, okay?
Yeah. Especially he was a super wrestling fan,
Big wrestling fan. I'm sure he listened to our show.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure he did a few times. Roger was a big sports guy. Yeah. I know a lot of guys, listen to us driving home from games and stuff. We're on late night. Yeah. I'm sure Roger has heard the show, and I can imagine he liked it. I don't know.
It's a good show. 20 years strong.
Yeah. I think he probably did. Who doesn't? I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on
I
it.
go back and watch old moments.
Yeah, it's a decent show. I like when you're on it. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for stepping in for Johnny North. Hopefully
Always a
Johnny
pleasure.
resurfaces next week, and we will see him. And yes, of course, rest in peace to Chuck Norris, too. Chuck Norris
Oh, yeah.
passing away, which seemed impossible. Like, I thought
All the jokes.
Chuck Norris death was afraid of Chuck Norris, not the
Oh,
other way
yeah,
around
yeah.
anyways. But, hey, Chuck Norris, also very cool.
And also the guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the guy who played like her best friend, Nicholas Brendan, also this actor, passed away. Xander from Buffy, he was a sidekick kind of. He passed away too, like a young age, like 56 or something. Always comes in threes.
Nicholas
He had his demons.
Brendan. Ooh,
That's the demons.
okay.
That's why, yeah.
Well, rest in peace to him, too, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. But mostly Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you again real soon here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.